Hi everyone. So last week, most of the gains that I got were from Swiss franc pairs. I think because CHF finally decided to go up and recover. It had a delayed reaction to the other week's stock recovery, and it became bullish finally. Or I'm not sure if it has sustained its bullishness now. Its bullishness now because by Friday, the stock, at least the S&P 500, started going down. So one of the pairs that performed well last week was CAD CHF. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. This is actually reflective of how bearish the oil became as well. I think in the long run, oil is bullish. I'm still very long when it comes to oil, but it had rallied. I mean, it consolidated rather last week. So there you go. But I'm waiting for another bounce up, and because it just reached the 60 level. But after that, I think it's gonna go. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna check what's the next level it will go up after. I think it's gonna go up to 60 again, and then it will break that level and go up to, I don't know, maybe probably 75. I gotta go check and create another Fibonacci level. So yeah. Then another pair that performed well last week was EuroCAD. This was the idea last week. This is how it went. I'm actually very wary when it comes to trading both euro and GBP, and also USD dollars. So I kind of want to avoid them, but I'm pretty confident regarding euro CAD because I'm still have a bullish bias when it comes to euro. So there you go. And then another pair that performed well last week was GBP AUD. This was pretty risky trade, especially since a lot of people, I posted this in TradingView, this idea in TradingView, and a lot of people reacted to it. I mean, at least viewed it. And yeah, I mean, not really a lot, but it's more than the usual amount of attention that I get in my trading ideas. So yeah, so I feel like every time I experience that, the trade doesn't go to my target. It doesn't continue to my target because I don't know. And it's really better if my trading idea isn't popular or anything. It has more likelihood of going to my target profit. And also I'm avoiding the POE rate news last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So I closed this pair before that. And so yeah, but this actually continued going to my first and second target profit, so that was cool. But it's alright to not being able to wait for the pair to reach them because it was really risky. At least, I mean, I'm all for locking in profits, as I mentioned here and here during the trading chat room. Rather. Another pair that performed well last week was GBP CAD. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Also, another. Oh, I think GBP AUD isn't the popular one. I think this is the more popular one. GBP AUD, there were only a few people that viewed that, but GBP CAD was the popular one. This one, I'm pretty sure that this one didn't reach my target, both my target profits, or at least only my first target profit, if I'm not mistaken. Let us see. Oh yeah, it only reached my initial target profit, never reached my second target profit because a lot of people, this is the pair that a lot of people have been eyeing on. Especially, I also reached lots of views in my when I posted this idea in my TradingView, and also shared this in my Twitter account. So yeah. And then another pair that performed well last week was GBP CHF. This was really, oh my god, this was really tricky. I mean, this could have been a loss, or no, not really a loss. I'll just gain a few pips if this didn't touch my target profit right there. And so yeah, I'm just pretty lucky with that. also forgot to close it on time before the rate hike. I think I don't know, I was pretty distracted with YouTube stuff, so yeah. And then lastly, the last pair that performed well last week was USD CHF. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. So there you go. And let's move on to the pairs that didn't perform quite well last week. So we have AUD JPY. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. This is kind of annoying because this, well, I set up my stop loss again pretty tight. Should have put it at around 79,400. Yeah, I should respect the previous high, and then it actually continued going down to not only my reach my target bar, but also way down to 77.8. So even if I set the target profit, I mean, if I set up my stop loss at 79,400 and my target profit at 77,800, that would have still been a good risk reward ratio instead of trying to set this up. Oh, the reason why I set my target profit right there, because it's already the edge of my monthly seasonal forecast. So yeah, I thought it's gonna go ranging between 78.22 to I think 80ish, 80, 81, 80, 80 plus 80.5. So yeah, that's alright. And then I think this is the only CHF pair that didn't perform well last week. So this is CHF JPY, but it's pretty understandable considering how range bound CHF JPY has been for the last several weeks already. So yeah, and this actually I entered this pair thinking that it's kind of like a hedge to my other CHF trade, so that's alright. And then another pair that performed well last week that I shouldn't really have traded last week, it was Euro USD. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Euro in itself is risky, but Euro and USD are like highly risky. So I really wanted to avoid trading USD because it has gotten really volatile, not as volatile as GBP pairs, but still volatile. And then another pair that performed well, didn't perform well last week was GBP AUD. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Oh, actually, initially this was a loss, but I was able to recover it because I entered another trade, shorted this pair at where my initial stop loss was, and then set my stop loss higher and also my target profits higher, but manually closed this before the BOE rate meeting. And then another pair that didn't perform well last week was gold. This was so disappointing. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Oh my gosh, it actually bounced up to my target profit, but again, I should have respected that almost 1300 no 1297 point 50 1297.8 previous button. So yeah, and then lastly, the pair that didn't perform well last week was USD Canadian dollar. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Alright, and now let's move on to trading ideas for this week.